What is up, guys? LeftBurst here, and today we are doing a stamina type tournament thingamabobber, or stamina type driver tournament. So basically, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna make a little tournament with the 8 best stamina type drivers, in my opinion, and we're gonna see which stamina type driver comes out on top. Now, I did a similar thing with the drivers that came on the Valkyrie line. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out if you want to. If you don't want to check it out, then that's fine too. I don't care. just please watch my videos. Anyway, yeah, the 8 stamina type drivers I decided to choose are in the middle right here. Those 8 being, should I just name all of them, or do you guys just want to look at them? I guess I'll name them for, I don't know, just because why not? All right, so first we have the wedge driver, then we have the bearing driver, the eternal driver, the planet driver, the absorb driver, revolve driver, claw driver, and the yielding driver. Now, I decided to use these drivers instead of these drivers just because I think these drivers are a lot better than the drivers I decided not to choose. The drivers I decided not to choose was, I'll tell you why I decided not to choose them when I go over them. I decided not to choose the Flugel or the Survive drivers just because they're just too generic, you know? They don't have any gimmicks, and it's just kind of boring. I don't think they do really well against these drivers just because these drivers, they have like amazing gimmicks and that makes them perform better. These guys, they're just spiky tipped. It's not really that cool. So yeah, I decided not to use those 2 drivers. The edge driver, definitely did not want to use this one. Probably the worst stamina type driver out there. Like, look at this thing. This thing sucks. That's like no life after death. You hit it once, it tips over, and it just dies. It's horrible. Alright, next, I decided not to use the weight driver just because we already have like some metal drivers that are probably a lot better. Like, basically, Planet's an upgrade version of weight. So like, I didn't want to use that one. What's called wedge is also like an upgrade version of weight. Next, I have the gyro driver, and I kind of really want to use a gyro driver just because I don't use it a lot. But like the gyro driver just doesn't. It's not good, guys. So it's not gonna be used in this video. The nothing driver, just a downgraded version of the absorb driver. I mean, maybe I actually think the nothing driver is better than the absorb driver, but like the absorb driver is newer, so I kind of wanted to use that one. And finally, we're not using the cycle driver because the cycle driver, I don't have an excuse for that one. I just didn't want to use it. Anyway, so how we're going to be doing this is, again, I'm going to be putting them into matchups, into tournament brackets, and we're going to be putting them all in the same stock combo. That stock combo will be Archer, Hercules, 7, Expand, and then Driver of Choice. And if you guys want to know why I chose Archer Hercules in this combo, it's because Archer Hercules is debatably, probably not debatably, it's the best stamina type layer out there. Maybe the best like Chozy layer in general. Actually, I take that back. Chozy Spring is way cooler. But yeah, it's the best stamina type layer out there, has amazing stamina, the weight distribution is great, and it has amazing teeth. Takara Tomy just gave this Beyblade everything. They were like, you know what, you can just be super competitive, screw up the metagame, I don't care. Anyway, and I also decided to use the 7 Expand disc just because why not? I was like, I really want to use the Expand disc, or the Expand frame, just because it's the newest frame, and I was like, I kind of want to use it, and it is a stamina type frame, so I thought it'd be kind of cool for this video, and I decided to use the 7 disc just because I have a lot of 7s laying around, and I guess I just want to use, I don't know, it's the first disc I picked up, alright? Anyway, let's get this battle started. Let me put them into matchups real quick. I'm just gonna randomize in my hand and put them to random matchups. Alright, so round 1 is going to be between Bearing and Eternal. That's actually a really good match. I was actually expecting, actually before I move on, let me just have my predictions real quick. I think that either one of these two is actually gonna win. Bearing is an amazing driver, really good stamina, and Eternal's actually, I'm gonna say Eternal is probably gonna be the winner of this whole entire tournament. I'm putting all my marbles in the basket, or how do you say it? I don't know, gambling or whatever, but I'm gambling on the Eternal driver winning. Who I think is the worst driver? I think Wedge is the worst driver. I just decided to put in this tournament just because it was kind of newer and I felt like I was obligated to. Anyway, so yeah, those are my predictions. Eternal's gonna win, Wedge is gonna lose, alright? Okay, so that's the first match. The second match will be between these 2 drivers. So second match is going to be between Planet and Revolve. Interesting choice. Next we have Claw versus Absorb. Oh, that's going to be a great battle. And finally, for the last battle, we have Wedge versus yielding. So yeah, let's get this battle started. Of course, we're gonna start with the bearing versus Eternal. I'm actually kind of excited to see how this battle goes. I'm gonna put the bearing driver on the orange Archer Hercules and the Eternal driver on the blue Archer Hercules. And again, before I start the battle, I just want to say, look at this Archer Hercules. Look how amazing it is. Oh my gosh, the colors. It's so like, usually like when colors are super popping, I really don't like it. I'm like, that's ugly. Like, for instance, Bika Culkin's colors. I love Bika Culkin, but he has ugly colors. But this thing, for some reason, the colors are so crazy, it looks good. Anyway, let's get this battle started. We're gonna do first 2 points. Ready, 3, 2, 1, shoot. There's 1, 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, stamina type battle. Also, you know the stamina type drivers that I didn't use? Do you guys want to see a video in the future, like seeing which stamina type driver is the worst? That'd be kind of fun. Like, instead of like the winner moving on, the loser moves on, and we see which driver's the worst. That'd be kind of cool. I might actually do that. Or I might do like which Beyblade's the worst. Alright. Okay, so the winner of that battle is going to be the Eternal driver. The score is 1-0. That was actually kind of surprising. I was expecting the bearing driver to win. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, let's see who's going to win this match. Is it going to be the Eternal driver again, or is the bearing driver going to be able to take the victory here? I don't know why I decided to use stamina type drivers. I'm stupid. Stamina type drivers are so boring. I hate battling with stamina types. What am I doing? I did done like I didn't want to do an attack one because I already had the video with oh, okay, so bearing won that one. I already had the video with whatchamacallit, the Valkyrie drivers, and of course Valkyrie's an attack type, so they were all attack type drivers anyway, so I kind of want to do something different. I should have done something like balance or defense types. Why did I choose stamina types? I don't know. They're so boring to watch, and it's just grr. Anyway, let's go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's see who's gonna win this. Is it going to be the Eternal driver, or is it going to be the bearing driver? Debatably, 2 of the best drivers in the game, or the top 2 stamina type drivers, are battling it out in the first round. Kinda sad. I mean, like, I remember when bearing first came out, it was kinda disappointing, because again, it had like the weaker spring, and that was just sad. Alright, and the winner! Oh, that was so close. That was so close. I think, I think the bearing driver barely won. I think the bearing driver had slightly more life after death, like slightly. But I did launch the Eternal driver first, so I feel kind of bad giving the bearing driver the win. You know, whatever, the bearing driver won, who cares? So bearing driver is moving on to the next round. Let's move on to the next match in the first round. The next match is going to be between the Claw driver and the Absorb driver. I'm going to put the Claw driver on the orange Archer Hercules. I'm going to put the Absorb driver on the blue Archer Hercules. Let's get this battle started. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Oh my gosh, the Absorb driver sucks. I don't think the Absorb driver is better than any of these stamina type drivers. I just decided to use the Absorb driver in this video just because it was new, and I was like, I want to use it anyway. Oh my goodness, it just got destroyed by the Claw driver. And also, the Claw driver might seem like an interesting choice to some people. I'm using the Claw driver just because I really like the Claw driver. Ever since I got it on, whatchamacallit, Cheeto. But what's Cheeto's dual layer? Holy Horror Suit. Ever since I've gotten it on Holy Horror Suit, it's been like one of my favorite drivers. I just loved how it like worked in the anime. You launched it, the wings came out, and it made a giant tornado. Did it make sense? No. Was it cool? It was pretty cool. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, go. And look how, like, usually... Okay, I'm just gonna count that. Absorb sucks, so I'm just gonna say the Claw driver won that much. But as you saw, usually Beyblade drivers, they move around a bit until they get their balance and they go to the middle of the stadium. For some reason, maybe it's because the Claw driver has these little claws on it, it just goes in the middle of the stadium. Like, it's never unbalanced. It just sits in the middle of the stadium, and it's awesome, and it's great, and I love this driver. Alright, so yeah, Claw driver, moving on to the next round with the bearing driver. Let's move on to the next match. Next match is going to be between Wedge and Yielding. Is this yielding? If it's not yielding, I'm totally like, I don't know why I'm contradicting myself. I'm pretty sure this driver is called yielding, but at the same time, I might be saying the wrong name. I don't know. I have this hunch that it's not yielding, but I know it's yielding. It's confusing. It doesn't make sense. All right. So yielding versus the wedge driver. Yielding driver is going to go on orange Archer Hercules. Wedge driver is going to go on blue Archer Hercules. Predictions on this battle. I think yielding is gonna win. Probably because I like yielding a lot more, and probably because wedge sucks. I'm sorry, wedge. You're just not a good driver, and I don't know why Takara likes releasing you a lot. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Shoot. 3, 2, 1. Shoot. All right, let's see who's going to win this. Is it going to be yielding or wedge? I think it's, again, yielding is just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a really solid driver. That's basically it. It's like, it doesn't have any of the gimmicks that all the other drivers have. It's just a solid driver, and for some reason, it doesn't feel as bland as the other two drivers that I was talking about before, the Survive driver and the Flugel driver. These drivers just seem really bland. Whenever like you use yielding, it's just like, yeah, yielding. Oh my gosh, you feel like so empowered, or maybe that's just me. I just really like the yielding driver, guys. Also, the yielding driver is made out of polyester plastic, or actually it's not polyester. It's called palm plastic. I don't know what it stands for. I don't know why I call it polyester. I'm stupid. But yeah, why did I call it? I'm horrible. Anyway, it's made out of a special type of plastic named palm plastic, and that's supposed to give it like less friction. And palm plastic would have been really cool. Would have been like, oh yeah, palm plastic, that's amazing. And it was amazing for a time. And then Takara decided, hey, we're just gonna release palm plastic on all these drivers. For instance, we have palm plastic on Bearing, and we have palm plastic on Eternal. So yielding's really not that special anymore. Anyway, let's keep on going. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Shoot. 3, 2, 1. Go. Alright. There's the wedge driver, not acting like a stamina type driver at all because the wedge driver sucks. I should do that video though, guys, in the future. You know, the video about which driver is the worst stamina type driver, or I should do like a video where it's like which Beyblade is the worst stock combo Beyblade, or which God Beyblade is the worst stock combo Beyblade, and like the Beyblade that loses the battle moves on to the next round. You know, wouldn't that be really cool? That'd be so weird. It'd be like so interesting. Anyway, the winner of both rounds, 2-0, is going to be the yielding driver. No surprise there. Wedge, you suck. Get out of my sight. I hate you. I'm just joking. I don't hate Beyblade parts. They don't have feelings. Alright, moving on to the next one. To the next round, we have the Revolve driver versus the Planet driver. The Revolve driver released on Rising Ragnarok, and it was first released. It was like super hyped because it was like one of the first free spinning parts. It was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And for the longest time, it definitely was the best stamina type driver. But I feel like it's been like 2 years since it's released, and Takara Tomy, of course, released a lot more stamina type drivers. I feel like it might be outclassed now, or maybe not. Maybe by the end of the video, it'll win like the whole entire stamina type battle thing. I don't know. We'll find out. And yeah, it's gonna be versing the Planet driver, the driver that released on Galaxies. It was probably one of my favorite stamina type drivers. Very interesting. Not very stamina type like, if I would say. It's very unbalanced, but like that's what makes it cool, because it's like stamina but unbalanced. So if Beyblade comes near that unbalanced stamina type, it's just gonna whack it out of the stadium. It's amazing. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Shoot. 3, 2, 1, go. And yeah, the orange one has Revolve, and the blue one has the Planet driver. As you can see, it's very unbalanced, like moving around, kind of like fidgeting a little bit, but once it gains its balance, it's a very solid stamina type driver. Also, I think the Planet driver is actually the heaviest driver Takara Tomy's released. Oh no, Revolve wins. Alright, 1-0 to the Revolve driver. Actually, I take that back. Takara Tomy has released that Beyblade on Orichalcum. I think it's called Octa, and Octa is just a driver made out of metal. It's crazy, but I don't have one because it costs so much money on eBay. I don't have the money to drop like, I don't know, $100+ on a Beyblade driver. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not dropping $100+ dollars on a piece of metal, alright? Piece of metal and plastic fusion. It probably costs like I don't know, $1 to make, or not even, like 50 cents to manufacture, and they're making us pay like $500 to get it? No way. I mean, I love Beyblades and all, but I don't love them that much. Like $500, that's a lot of money. Anyway, let's see who's going to win this battle, and the winner is, oh, Revolve won again. Maybe Revolve will win this tournament. Maybe Revolve will be the #1 stamina type driver. Alright, moving on to the semifinals. Of course, we have these 4 drivers that won their way to the semis. Of course, we have the Revolve driver, which we just talked about, the Yielding driver, the Claw driver, and the Bearing driver. Now, of course, at the beginning of the video, I thought that the Eternal driver was gonna win, but the Eternal driver is already out, so that's kind of sad. Right now, I think the Bearing driver is gonna win, but I feel like the Revolve driver has a decent chance too. All right, let's pair these guys up. The first round is going to be between these two. We got Claw versus Yielding, and the next round is going to be between Revolve and Bearing. Let's go. So I'm gonna put the Claw driver on the orange one just because it's orange and I think it looks really nice. And I'm gonna put the Yielding driver on the blue one just because I don't know, just because it was the only other combo. All right. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. Claw driver. 3, 2, 1. Yielding driver. Let's see who's gonna win this. Both these drivers were released on dual layer Beyblades. That's a lie. The Claw driver was first released on the single layer Trident. That's so sad. Why didn't Trident get a dual layer? No, you know, the latest episode of Beyblade Burst Cho-Z had Tokonatsu being the main character, kind of. Like, Tokonatsu was like the main focus, and he was able to beat Suo, and it was really great. The winner of that battle is going to be the Yielding driver. But yeah, Tokonatsu was like the center of that episode, and he was able to beat Suo. So like, I'm thinking next series Tokonatsu comes back, and we get like an actual good version of Trident. Like, that would be so cool. Like, Trident slowly making his way up there. Like, first he was a single layer that didn't even appear in the anime. It was like, oh, it's a single layer. Alright, whatever. Didn't even appear in the anime. Didn't even get a dual layer. But then the God layer, it got a God layer, and it appeared in the show, although it wasn't really that good because it was comparing God layers to Cho-Z layers. But in the next series, they better give Trident an upgrade and make it like the most OP ever. It better be the Archer Hercules of the newer series in March, alright? That's what I'm expecting at least. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1. Overall, in my opinion, I like both these drivers a lot. Probably 2 of my favorite stamina type drivers battling it out right here. I feel like they're also pretty even. Like, I don't think the Claw driver is much better than the Yielding driver. I don't think the Yielding driver is much better than the Claw driver. So yeah, let's see if my hypothesis or thinking is correct. Probably not. I feel like the Yielding driver might be slightly better, but like, you never know. Alright, and the winner of this battle is going to be, yup, the Yielding driver did beat the Claw driver 2-0, meaning it is going to be moving on to the final round. I'm actually so excited that the Yielding driver made it to the final round. That's so crazy. I didn't expect it to do this well, but I'm happy it did this well because I really like it. Alright, moving on to the next round, we have, of course, Bearing versus Revolve. Putting the Bearing driver on the blue Archer Hercules, the Revolve driver on the orange Archer Hercules. Ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot. Bearing. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. Revolve. Alright, let's see who has more stamina. Is it going to be the Bearing driver with the palm plastic, free spinning all around, or is it going to be the Revolve driver without palm plastic? Basically a downgrade version of Eternal, which already lost to Bearing. I don't know. We'll see, guys. Oh my gosh, is the Revolve driver actually going to win? Oh no, I was gonna be like, oh, is the Revolve driver gonna win? But no, the Bearing driver just has like insane life after death, so it's gonna take the win in that battle. All right. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Shoot. Scores 1-0. 3, 2, 1. Go. Shoot. There is both drivers in the middle of the stadium. Let's see which driver will come out on top. Is it really a question at this point? I'm pretty sure the Bearing driver is going to destroy the Revolve driver. I'm sorry, Revolve driver. You're a cool driver. I remember when you first came out and I first got Rising Ragnarok. It was the coolest thing ever. I was like, oh my gosh, this driver's amazing. It's free spinning. But that was like a simpler time, alright? Also, at that time when I got Rising Ragnarok, that was before I had the Beyblade channel and I could afford all these Beyblades Beyblades. I remember getting a Beyblade was such like a rare and special occasion. Like I couldn't, back when I was like, I had to like pick one Beyblade. Maybe like I got like one Beyblade maybe like every few months. So it was like, oh dang, do I get this Beyblade or these Beyblades? And I had to like research the parts and be like, oh man, Rising Ragnarok, although the layer sucks, the disc is really good and the driver is really good, but I also want Wild Wyvern because the Orbit Driver looks so interesting at the time, and I remember being like torn between those and ending up getting Rising Ragnarok just because it had the better parts. And then I eventually got the Orbit Driver, of course, and Wild Wyvern. Anyway, so yeah, the winner of that battle is going to be the Bearing Driver, meaning the final battle between the Stamina-type drivers is going to be between Bearing. Why did I do this? Kapow, gone, boom, please don't demonetize me. Alright, so the final battle is going to be between Bearing and the Yielding Driver. Let's see which one's better. Yielding is going to go in the orange one because I like it better, and the orange one actually looks a lot cooler. And Bearing is going to go on the blue one because it's much more lame, but it might be better. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, shoot. Should we do first the 3 points since it's the final round? We're gonna do first the 3 points since it's the final round. Actually, my camera's almost out of battery, so maybe we won't get that far, but we'll see. Alright, final round, first one to 3 points. Both Archer Hercules are going at it like mad lads with their amazing drivers, the top 2 drivers in the game. Probably not the top 2 drivers in the game because Eternal got wiped down the first. Oh, he won! Oh my gosh, that's so surprising! Yo, that's so great. All right, the Yielding Driver won the first round. What? I don't understand how, but like whatever. Good for you, Yielding Driver. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. The Yielding Driver beat the Bearing Driver. That is so weird. When I saw the Yielding Driver win, I was like, wait, did the Yielding Driver actually win? Like, I was in like disbelief. I was like, no way. Because the Bearing Driver is basically just a better version of the Yielding Driver. It has palm plastic and it's free spinning. Come on. It shouldn't be losing to the Yielding Driver. Oh, that was so close. I'm gonna say that was a tie, guys. That was a tie. Alright, I could look back and I could probably see like one Beyblade move like a quarter of a millimeter or something, but like I'm not gonna do that because that's lame, and we're just gonna say it's a tie. Alright, tie. Ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright. Let's see who's going to win this. I'm actually, before this battle started, before this match started, I was like, oh man, Yielding's just gonna get destroyed by Bearing. It's gonna be really sad. But like now I'm actually kind of like, I actually kind of have faith that the Yielding Driver might win this. Come on, Yielding, come on. Oh no, Yielding, what are you doing? No. So the score is going to be 1-1. Oh, it's getting close. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot. Oh wait, no, I launched the Bearing Driver first last time. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, let's see which driver is better. Sorry, you know how I said I didn't want to make the final round 3 points because my camera was on like really low battery. I didn't know if we were going to make it to the end of the video. Well, guess what happened? My camera ran out of battery. I'm sorry. So where were we? I think the score was 1-1. Each driver had 1 point. And yeah, let's just keep on going. I'm sorry my camera cut out because I was being stupid and I decided not to charge it. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Alright, Yielding Driver, you got this. You can win this, my dude. You can do this. Also, I was about to say before the camera cut out, this isn't really to show the best driver overall because, of course, maybe like different Stamina type drivers are different at different things. Like, for instance, maybe Yielding, if it wins this, it might be the best against other Stamina types, but against attack types it might suck. And maybe the Eternal Driver is like really good against attack types, but really bad against Stamina types. Anyway, the Yielding Driver did manage to win that battle, making the score 2-1. Is the Yielding Driver gonna win? I kind of hope it does. If it wins, it'll be like, I don't know what I'd do if it wins. It'd be like, oh my gosh, it's like the best comeback of the century or whatever. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. For instance, like I was saying before, the thing about like the driver not being the best driver overall, like for instance, if the bearing driver wins this, it might be really good against other stamina type drivers or stamina type Beyblades, but against attack type Beyblades, of course, if you know the bearing driver, it sucks against attack type Beyblades because it has it has horrible springs. So yeah, don't take this list, or don't take this tournament as like gospel. Don't think that like just because the bearing driver won means that's like the best driver overall, and all the other stamina type drivers suck at everything else. So yeah, anyway, the bearing driver did manage to win that one, so the score is going to be 2-2. It's really close. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be so disappointed if the bearing driver wins. I'm sorry, bearing driver. You're cool and all, but like I like the underdogs. I like when the underdogs win. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. Bearing. 3, 2, 1. Shoot. All right, there is yielding. Okay, come on, yielding. You can do this. Go. Oh my god, it's so fun. So like, I don't know how to express my feelings right now. I'm just so like, I'm trying to pull all my base spirit into the yielding driver to make it win, because it's just like the cooler driver. I mean, it's not the cooler driver, but I just like it more. Oh no, it's gonna lose. Oh, it won. Alright, the winner of this battle, or the winner of the whole entire tournament, is going to be the yielding driver somehow. I have no idea how this thing won. I definitely wasn't even expecting it to get past the first round, but it somehow managed to beat the bearing driver. That was crazy. Anyways, so yeah, the winner of the whole entire tournament is going to be the yielding driver. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Please leave a like if you liked the video, because I don't know, apparently the YouTube algorithm does stuff. You know, I'm a YouTuber, and you know, most people think that YouTubers know about the YouTube algorithm and all like the secrets and stuff. I have no idea. I just post videos on YouTube and they get views somehow. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. If you guys want to see a battle between like a tournament to see which is the worst stamina type driver, or a tournament to see which is the worst stamina type Beyblade, leave a like. And yeah, see you guys later. Have a nice day. LeftBurst out.